Hi everyone, I hope that all is well and that everyone's feeling okay and that your families are doing all right and everything is going all right so far. So this week I want to start on the research paper. So I will post this on Google Classroom. So this goes over the research paper assignment. So it says, to prepare for this essay, you will select and print one overview article from the research database Points of View Reference Center or opposing viewpoints in context on a controversial, debatable topic that interests you, as well as one point and one counterpoint on the topic. You may not use articles from the free web. Wikipedia, of course, is not a valid source. So it says, think about it. Now that you have selected a topic, you will need to do the following. Identify and understand all parts of the argument. Take a stand on the issue. Think through the following. What is this issue about? What are the different sides? How do I feel about it? What information from the articles will I use to support my arguments? These are the topics that you have to choose from. Culture and identity. So that was would pertain to this blessed house, the money. That's why, culture and identity pertains to our semester. Anything that falls under there would be fine. I'll give you some examples for culture and identity. A lot of people do like transgender rights and tattoos and piercings, things like that. Like you could talk about your specific culture. I think last year, one of my students wanted to write about Spanish culture, but you would have to find something within it specifically that you could write about, not just like the culture generally. Your goal is to find something that's like persuasive, not just a topic. It needs to be something that you can persuade on. School and education, we didn't get to that yet, but we're getting to that this week and next week. Gender issues, of course, we did the first, part of the semester. Technology and cyberspace, we just finished. So you would pick a topic within one of these topics. I will show you how to do that. The assignment, develop a thesis in response to the issue that you have selected that represents your stance. Then write an essay in which you provide an overview of the issue that the author discussed and take a stand on the issue. The essay, of course, has to have a thesis. It has to provide some paragraphs to provide context for the argument, utilize textual information with summaries, paraphrasing, direct quotes, a works cited page. I'm going to upload notes about how to do all of this. It should be 4 to 5 pages long with an additional works cited page. Now, the second sheet, what I did is I put together how to do the research. So I'd like you really to use the Bergen Community College Library databases. They're really good, I have to say. Opposing Viewpoints in Context and Points of View Reference Center are both excellent databases. I will show you how to use them. Look through the topics that are within the categories I gave you. Select one that interests you. Make sure you're fully committed to the topic. Go over the overview, click the viewpoints. It goes over how to do all this. Save the works cited information. Schedule of assignments. Obviously, I have to change. That was from last semester. Okay. So here's what you do. Go to your BCC homepage. On the right side, it says Sydney Silverman Library. Click on that. Once you're on the library, you then would click on Databases A through Z. Okay. So this brings you to the Sydney Silverman Library databases. See, it says A through Z databases. So the first database I want to show you, you would click on O. And then it's called Opposing Viewpoints in Context. Click on that. Then you have to sign in if you have not already. I apparently did not. Okay. So Opposing Viewpoints in Context, it has a whole list of interests. What I typically do is click on this blue box here that says Browse all 476 issues. This will bring me to everything in the database. Now, this is kind of like the hard part, I want to say, is figuring out what you'd like to write about, making sure that it fits under one of these categories, For the interest of time, I'm going to select feminism. That, of course, would fall under the gender roles. It's a big category, but this should narrow it down for me. So I click on feminism. The very first article that comes up is the overview article. You need the overview article for the introduction to your research paper. The introduction, you will summarize the overview of what the issue is. So I'm going to click on read more. When I read more, it gives me everything about feminism. This one is kind of lengthy, honestly. So you would read over that and summarize it for your introduction, the overview. What I enjoy about these databases is that it has the citation information for you. So this one, I believe it's at the bottom. At the bottom, you just make sure MLA 8th edition is selected, and then you would just copy and paste this into a Word document, just like this. The first line is flush to the left. Subsequent lines are indented 5 spaces. So you would create a Word document, paste this in, call it Works Cited. I will show you how to do that another day, but it's very good that it has all this. So you would save this to a Word document. It also has, how to cite it up here, send it to yourself, download it, print it, whatever you need. So this is the overview. This you would summarize for the introduction of the research paper. Once I am done with the overview, I clicked one step too far. I then would want to find the viewpoints to discover what I'm going to talk about. Something persuasive within the category. So under the overview, it says featured viewpoints, viewpoints. Now I'm going to select viewpoints so I get more results. And then this starts to go over some of the issues within feminism that are happening now. So what am I interested? The men's right movement, maybe. Marketplace feminism. Children of God, there's no such thing as Twitter feminism. What Donald Trump could learn about Sweden. I mean, you'd have to go through them and decide. So I like this, maybe I'm going to talk about toxic masculinity when it comes to feminism. I'm going to click on that. And then again, this will bring you the entire article. And the bottom, again, you can cite it. Right here, copy and paste it in. And your goal is to find, so it really depends. If you're pro the issue, right? So if I'm pro feeling that toxic masculinity hurts men and women, I would find at least 2 articles that are pro, 2 articles I agree with. Then I would find 1 article that says toxic masculinity is not bad. So your goal is to really kind of decide if you're pro or con the issue. If you're pro, you get 2 pro articles to back up your point and 1 con. If you're con, you get 2 cons and 1 pro. Okay, so that's opposing viewpoints in context. The other database, if you go back to the database page, A through Z databases, I'm going to select P. It's called Points of View Reference Center. This one I like a lot too. Okay, on Points of View, I have browse by category. There are tons and tons. Let's see what I want to play with here to show you. Women's issues, feminism, ta-da. I'm going to click on that. And again, this is a different overview article. It's your choice if you want to use the overview from Opposing Viewpoints in Context or the overview from Points of View Reference Center. You can really use either or. They're going to be similar. Whichever one you use is the one that you're going to summarize for the introduction. Don't forget that the introduction is not just a summary, though. The first sentence of the introduction will be some kind of startling quote, startling fact, startling statistic. Then you go into the summary and then your thesis. But for now, I'm just worried about the summary. So this one, I believe everything is on the right side, that you can print it, you can cite it. Just make sure that you're selecting MLA And again, you can copy and paste it into your Word document. So that's the overview. And then on the left side, it says points of view. So I'm going to select points of view. So this has a point and a counterpoint. So again, you would want 2 pro and 1 con, or 2 con and 1 pro, depending on what you're deciding on. So I'm saying like, feminism is still relevant. The feminist movement is no longer needed. You know, try to figure out what I want. I mean, because I was looking up toxic masculinity, I would want to, again, focus on that, you know, typing in here. But for now, I'm just showing you like the broad overview. So I am going to upload the assignment onto Google Classroom. Your first assignment is going to be to do the research. Just research through, look at opposing viewpoints, and look at points of view. Select a topic that you like, that you feel like you can really read and write about for the next coming, you know, weeks. And that's persuasive and debatable. So this is just the overview of the research paper. I'm going to get more into it as the weeks go on, how to do the works cited, how to do the intro. But for now, assignment 1, find the topic, find the overview, summarize the overview. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, you can email me. WhatsApp is the best place. I keep saying my emails are insane. I'm sure all of you have crazy email accounts at this point. WhatsApp's the best place. You can send me a voice recording, a video message, whatever you need. Happy to help. I hope that all is well and that you have a great week.